What would you say has been some of your biggest learnings? And I wanted to say what's been your biggest mistakes as an Agile coach, but that's quite harsh. So what's like some big learnings that you've had as an Agile coach in recent years?
Okay, most recently in the last sort of 12 months or so, I think being able to articulate the value we bring and what we're doing day to day. It's really easy to sit there and say, I've been in this meeting, I've facilitated this, I've facilitated that. And it's like, but so what? So what does that actually mean? How have you helped the Scrum Masters move forward? How have you helped the POs move forward? How have you helped the tribe lead move? Whoever it is, what have you actually done? What value have you delivered? It's a bit like we were talking with the Scrum Masters. There's quite a lot of data that you can draw upon to show the progress you've made. There's less data potentially as an Agile coach that we don't always look at. It is there and we need to make sure we're using it. But it's very easy.
What kind of data are you talking about? Just give us some examples.
Okay, so you can use the Jira data if you're using Jira or DevOps or Azure, whatever.
So like velocity, like epic progress.
Tribe level, right? Yeah. You can also, we've started doing maturity assessments. There's a lot of people that start using maturity assessments. So you look at the maturity of a squad and how that's progressing. But what's important is sitting down weekly and thinking, what's happened in my week? What have I done? What does my coaching update look like? And I've recently started doing coaching updates in the last 12 months. And I'll be really honest, at first I hated doing it. I was like, why do I need to write down what I've done for the week? I know that I've done some good stuff. I know that I've added value, but it forced me into being better at articulating what I'd done and actually really focusing on the most valuable thing. And then thinking about, so what does this mean for next week? So I think that for me is quite a big learning, and probably one of the biggest ones going from a Scrum Master to an Agile coach is actually how are we showing the value we bring day to day in everything that we do.
And this probably becomes even more important if you are a consultant or a contracted Agile coach in an organization for a set period of time, because if you are in-house or you're full-time within a company, you might have a longer period of time and, in order to get the job done. And you probably have a bit more of the benefit of the doubt on a day-to-day. Whereas if you are a contractor or, you're a self-employed Agile coach or you're, for a consultancy, you will need to prove to the client and to the teams that you're working with the value that you're bringing, on a week by week and sometimes even on a day by day basis. So actually being able to, like you said, quantify and articulate the so what of what you're doing is really important.